My name is Kim White. I am a third grade teacher at Lovejoy Discovery School 43. I've been in the district teaching for this is going on my 17th year. I became a teacher because of the passion of working with students and getting them to be the best that they can be. I was an LPN prior to becoming a teacher, so I worked as a nurse in a school actually for 5 years before going back to school for my teaching certification, and I decided that that's what I wanted to be, is to be a teacher. What keeps me going from year to year is actually coming in, seeing the faces of my students. What actually I love with being in the same building for 10 years is coming in and seeing the faces of siblings that I've had in classrooms and being able to be part of the family. Getting the connection with their family is a wonderful piece, and that is what keeps me going, is seeing their smile and their faces coming in excited to learn every day. Okay, one thing that is powerful to me is always that struggling student. And it always seems like year to year I always notice the student that struggles the most, and then they always end up being the one that's near and dear to my heart by the end of the school year. And as they go on from year to year, it's nice when they come in and hop in and visit with me and keep me up to date on what's going on in their lives. What I do to make sure that child is getting the education is frequent check-ins. Some teachers will call me and be like, this kid, they want to come take a break in your room, is that okay? And I always say absolutely. My door is always open for any of my former students to come and just take a break in my room, just to get themselves back together, just to have the check-in with me, to give them the encouragement to continue on with the day. Relationships are very important to learning. You need to have that connection with your students. You have to know what's going on outside of their life and here in school. In the beginning of the year, I do a lot of icebreakers, finding out what their interests are, what their hobbies are, what they like to do outside of school, and kind of try to make the connection inside the school. And like I say, back to I love having former students, siblings of former students in my classroom, because you already have that connection with the family and you know them just a little bit better. Nobody can do this job alone. I'd like to introduce you to Gabe Russell. She's the ITC here at School 43.
My name is Gabe Russell, and I am an instructional technology coach, and I basically help teachers and coach teachers on using all of the district technology platforms that we have with our district to help make lessons more engaging, to help kids access materials, and a lot of other tech-related stuff.
Yes, she makes my job more fluid and easier to do, because a lot of times I have these ideas and I would go and talk to Ms. Russell about it, and she helps me carry through my vision of what I want to do. And she did that with a Lexia board where my students track different their units for their core 5 minutes for the week. She has also came in and taught my students how to do web pages, where we took the math vocabulary and they've made web pages for math words that we're working in during math.
They really have latched onto it, and they like it, and it's like they want more and more and more. So it's a good class to help out in. And like I said, Ms. White has a lot of really good ideas, and she comes to me and I try to figure out how to make it work, and we collaborate together, and usually we come up with something and the kids benefit from it. One thing that we are planning right now, that we've done one session but we need to keep working, is something called Buddy WAZED. So Ms. White's class, their WAZED works with Qubits, the third grade curriculum, but then the kindergarten curriculum also focuses on Qubits which in a less sophisticated manner. So we did this one time where we the third graders met with the kindergarten class, and we put the third graders kind of in a leadership role where they were teaching the kindergartners some of the more sophisticated things that they have learned with the Qubits through the WAZED curriculum. And we kind of of stepped back and we let the third graders be the teachers and had them in small groups, and the kids loved it.
One good thing about text that is special it brings kids out of their shell, because it seems like the ones that are the quietest are the ones that seem to connect to the technology better, and then they're the ones that are the leader in the classroom and are showing other students that are struggling on doing something and helping them with doing what needs to be completed.
And those students then can feel success in the classroom too, which is really important.
Technology has changed the way I teach, and I'm excited for every new adventure. My advice for a first-year teacher would be to definitely make the connections with your students and to take every day as a new day. Whatever has happened the day before, kind of just like brush it off and take every day as a new day. And like I say, the big thing is the connection with the kids.